As the campaign season hits new gears, today marks the 51st anniversary of the landmark Roe v. Wade decision. On January 22nd, 1973, the Supreme Court legalized abortion in the United States. And then, of course, the U.S. Supreme Court overturned that ruling in June 2022. So that brings us to today. Georgia House and Senate Democrats are now fighting to restore reproductive freedom in the face of strict abortion bans, and they plan to hold a joint press conference highlighting their efforts about an hour from now. Vice President Harris is scheduled to deliver a speech later on today in Wisconsin.